everyone, and welcome to the Financial Literacy Summit here brought to you by WeCARES and also Will Way Community Enrichment Corporation. And today we will be talking about financial planning. And I want to give a shout out to Mr. Eugene McCowan. Thank you for allowing us this opportunity to partner with you to provide this good tools and all of the education that we have with financial literacy. So I just want to introduce myself, a little brief introduction of who I am. I am Renix Graham III, the Financial Literacy Facilitator. I have been in business as a business entrepreneur for the last 9 years. I serve as the Senior Field Manager, in the financial service industry. I have 9 years experience as a financial strategist. I work in multi-state, and I am definitely licensed in all the different states there. I service the health care insurance industry as well as life insurance and also retirement as well. And so on our agenda today, we will be talking about what is financial planning. What about the key components of financial plan? Accessing or assessing a cash flow. Telling and defining financial goals. We talk about the advantages of a financial plan. We'll be talking about also the timing and steps of creating a financial plan of how that works. The DIY, that is an acronym for do it yourself, DIY or professional guidance. And also we'll talk about the emergency cash reserves. All right, now we just want to talk about the foundation of financial planning. What is financial planning? Financial planning identifies it organizes and prioritizes your financial goals and outlines the necessary steps to achieve those goals. And it also provides insights into whether you are on track to meet those goals or if adjustments are needed. And if those things are needed, those are the times you really want to spend time with assessing your financial plannings and goals. These plans may involve consolidating debt, opening bank or brokerage accounts, establishing a savings regimen, or developing an investment strategy as well. And so some of the key components that we want to talk about with the components, it's a way to create a comprehensive financial plan that is truly effective as possible for you and also your family as well. And it's very essential and very important to incorporate various aspects of your goals for your entire life. And so this includes your tax returns, it includes your retirement accounts, and also investments as well. All right. The first bullet point we'll be discussing is to calculate the net worth. By calculating the net worth, that truly determines your current net worth. And it's by starting by calculating the total value of your assets and subtracting from the total liability. So you have your things such as your bills that you're paying, or you may have fees, or you may have subscriptions and things of that nature. Those are all of your liabilities that you're subjected to pay. You're committed to making those payments. And then your net worth is your leftover money, your pocket money that you put into your pocket. So after you take care of the deductions, take care of your bills, your utilities, your subscriptions, and all of those things that you owe, taxes as well, the net worth based on the amount, that's your net. That is determining your net worth based on what you would have. Sometimes when you're looking at, or we're doing or conducting a suitability review, they ask, okay, what is your debt to income ratio? What is your gross? What is your net? What is your gross versus your net? Your gross is your total amount before the deductions. Your net is your leftover amount of money that goes to your pocket. The next one is list and sum your assets. Assets are items of value that you own. All right, examples include your home, that's considered an asset, cars, that's also considered an asset, cash in the bank, funds in retirement accounts like a 401k, 403b, IRA, 457b plan, and also other investments and other accounts. Those are considered your assets. These are your possessions, things that carry value. Those who have those type of items that have dollar amounts, right? That can also yield you money as well. That accumulates equity as well. The next one is list and sum your liabilities. Liabilities are obligations that you are responsible for paying. Just like I was explaining in the first bullet point regarding calculate net worth, your liabilities are your responsibilities, your bills that you have to pay, things that you're entitled to pay, right? These may include unpaid bills, credit card balances, the list goes on, student loans, mortgages, and also car loans. And so your net worth is the result of subtracting your total liabilities from your total assets. And that's, of course, a part of how that works as well. Assessing cash flow, okay? How that works. Cash flow represents the balance between your income and outgoing funds, right? That is assessing your cash flow. The cash flow comes in as income and it goes out the other way to pay your bills or to invest in wherever you're going. And so to craft a robust financial plan, it's very important to understand not only your income, but also how and when you spend your money. And, I speak with some other people who may ask, okay, how do I operate with these funds? And not everybody may not have that knowledge in terms to, what do they do with a lump sum? They're saying, okay, this is a lot of money. Great. However, what do I do with this? How can I divide it? How can I spend it? And so we will show them the way of, okay, well, put this percentage amount away, put this percentage amount that goes towards your bills, put this percentage amount that would be money to have fun with, and also a certain percentage amount to go to investing, whichever way you would do that. Assessing your cash flow is highly important versus just letting your money just go anywhere without having that. The next one too is very important. Tracking your personal cash flow. It helps you gauge your monthly financial needs, and it determines the amount you can allocate for savings and investments and identify potential areas to reduce expenses. And so just going back to what we were saying, being able to just allocate, being able to diversify, it makes it easier. You have an idea to how the money's going, where it's going. And there's nothing worse than getting funds and not knowing where it's going or what to even do with it other than spending on things that you enjoy, right? It's nothing like delayed gratification. We enjoy the gratification later on down the road. All right. So now we are documenting and analyzing the cash flow. This is where we have to just identify the cash flow, being able to analyze the cash flow. And how do we do that? That is by, number one, review financial statements. And this is by examining your checking account and credit card statements. These documents, they provide a comprehensive overview of your income and expenditures across various categories as well. All right, categorize expenses. Categorizing your expenses. This is where you record your annual expenses in categories such as housing, whether if it's renting or mortgage, utilities, credit card interest, food, household items, including clothing, transportation, medical insurance, out-of-pocket medical cost, and discretionary spending like entertainment, dining out, and travel. This is where you categorize your expenses. By categorizing that, this is where this is how I allocate my income. And this is where it goes back to analyzing your cash flow in terms of that. That's very important there. Number 3, calculate monthly cash flow. All right, this is how you add up all of your expenses for the year and divide them by 12. Of course, there's 12 months in a year. And this will enable you to find your average monthly expenditures. And so this calculation reviews your typical monthly cash flow, highlighting areas where financial improvements can be made. Define your financial goals. Define your financial goals. This is an important piece here. All right. A crucial component of any financial plan is by having a well-defined goal or goals, right? These might encompass objectives such as financing your children's college education, purchasing a much larger home, if it's for launching a business, retiring as planned, or creating a lasting legacy. By defining your goals, that's where it takes quite a bit of time to just sit down and just define what you have, what you're working with. And while no one can dictate the order in which you should prioritize these goals, A qualified financial planner can assist in developing a comprehensive saving strategy and targeted investment plan to help you achieve each and every one of those goals sequentially. All right. So that's how that works as well. Having a professional showing you how that works. And so the importance of setting financial goals early, all right, is very crucial. And it is by way of establishing financial goals early in life. And that's very crucial because it fosters healthy money management habits. And it also enhances your chances of long-term financial security. So starting with early objectives like saving and investing also capitalizes on the power of compound interest. So significantly in increasing the potential wealth that you can accumulate by the time you retire. So start early. The earlier you begin, the much more easier it will be in the process. The later you wait, then you wait till later on. It's going to be harder later on down the road. In other words, you have to put and dump in chunks and large amounts of lump sums of money just to catch up from all the lost time. And as we get older, we have more time behind us than we will have time ahead of us. So by starting early, getting an early head start by just setting up your financial goals, prioritizing, allocating, assessing, having a financial planner, or even if you may not be able to afford a financial planner, go on Google, be able to go to Google, go to YouTube University, as they will call it. And they have so many just tools and concepts and strategies on how to allocate what you make. And also not only that, but connecting what you make to your goals as well. And that's by assessing and also starting early. All right. And here are some of the advantages of having a financial plan. Okay, so with having a financial plan, it does offer a detailed review of your income and expenses, and it's enhancing your understanding of financial goals and your financial situations at all times. And here are some of the key benefits there, is that it sets both short-term and long-term financial goals, and it's by providing clarity on the steps you need to take to achieve them. So that's what it does. Let me go back and kind of go a little ahead of myself here. Just going to go back to the last previous slide. Thank you. All right. So once again, for both short-term and long-term goals, it provides much more clear understanding on the steps you need to take on achieving those goals. And so the next one also is a financial plan prioritizes immediate action, such as reducing debt and accumulating emergency savings to stabilize your financial base. Also, it increases the likelihood of reaching significant financial milestones and achieving success as you define it. It feels really good to be able to see the certain amounts of money that you're expecting to make. You say, okay, this is the goal I have set. And by you putting away funds faithfully, consistently, right, on a consistent basis, you're surpassing your milestone, and you're looking at the interest you've gained, the equity you've gained, in addition to what you're putting in with your principal dollars. Is no greater feeling than to know that you're being consistent with that by achieving that, and seeing that by you surpassing that milestone is a wonderful feeling. The plan serves as a roadmap for your efforts, offering a framework to track your progress over time. All right. Another advantage of having a financial plan, and it is by maintaining financial discipline. A financial plan can help you avoid financial pitfalls, reducing stress and anxiety, and it's associated with past financial uncertainties. When we talk about the past, right? Making terrible choices or making unfortunate decisions financially by putting money in places that depreciates, right? Your future is you're going to reap, whether good or bad, you're going to reap in the future based on what you've done in the past. If you've spent on a bunch of frivolous, foolish things, then in the future, what do you reap? You reap nothing. But if you're planting the seeds and putting it in place where it's going to grow, you won't have to worry about experiencing any of the financial uncertainties. All right. Now, this is where we determine the right time for a financial plan. All right. And so a financial plan is invaluable for anyone aiming to manage their finances effectively. And you can initiate that. Sorry about that. You can also initiate that one at a time by any stage. So whether you're just starting your career or you have been employed for many, many years, right? There's really like no bad time as far as with you starting to save. All right, starting with the first bullet point is commencing a new job. A new job often brings changes in income, expenses, and also opportunities necessitating a review of your financial strategies. Okay, so that's how that works as well. Also, income fluctuations. Income fluctuations, any significant change in income, whether it's an increase or decrease, it requires reassessment to ensure alignment with your financial objectives. You have income fluctuations. What that means is it's a variable when it comes to your income. It could be more, it could be less, right? And it may happen. Things may come up. So there's a wave of that. So that also it charges you to make those changes to say, okay, you know what? Let me reposition myself and reallocate some certain things that I'm putting my funds away. All right. The next one is life milestones. All right. A major life event like marriage, having children, the unlikelihood of or the unfortunate situations of divorce that alter financial goals and spending priorities, prompting a revision of your plan. The next one, it may be health challenges. Health challenges are inevitable. It happens with certain people. With health challenges, health issues can necessitate reallocating resources away from existing goals, requiring adjustments to your financial plan. Also, financial windfalls. Okay, we have unexpected financial gains like inheritances or insurance payouts. It can impact your financial trajectory, potentially altering your investment and debt reduction strategies as well. All right. Now, here are several of the steps to creating a financial plan. All right. By creating a financial plan, it involves several key steps. So after calculating your net worth, determining your cash flow, and establishing financial goals, as previously discussed, consider incorporating the following elements into your plan. Starting with number one, budget creation. Develop a budget that tracks both your income and expenditures, allowing you to understand where your money goes and identify the potential savings. I know it kind of sounds the same. It may sound even redundant, even though I am naming some things regarding the management of your money differently, but it's very important when it comes to just assessing your funds. And this is the whole concentration of managing financially planning. When it comes to financial planning, you're looking at debt management. Outline the strategies for managing and reducing debt, prioritizing high interest debts, and consider different repayment methods that could accelerate your debt journey as well. Number three and number four. Number three, emergency fund. Establish an emergency savings account that covers 3 to 6 months of living expenses to protect any unforeseen circumstances. Having an emergency stash put away, anything that comes up. It could be sickness. It could be surgical procedure. It could be, your property might have been damaged, right? And it may cause for you to get a whole new fence, or part of your home has been damaged. Having something, a cushion put away, such as emergency funds, definitely do come into place that will be able to cover 3 to 6 months of living expenses. Number four, investment planning. Develop an investment strategy that aligns with your risk tolerance, your time horizons, and financial goals. Consider diversifying your investments to balance potential risk and also returns as well. Number five and also number six. Number five is insurance review. Evaluate your insurance needs to ensure proper coverage or health, life, property, and other potential risk. Insurable needs. You have to take a look at okay, what do I have? We have this thing that I would do with my clients. It's the acronym called DIME, DIME. That's debt, income, mortgage, and also education, right? This will determine, okay, how much insurable coverage do I need, right? We all have insurable needs. Debt is how much debt do I have? How much debt do I have to pay off, right? What income am I making? So in case if I pass away, something happens, right? My income stops, right? My family still have to continue to live and go forth with life, right? But having some type of insurance plan that will cover that income, that will allow them to proceed through life much more comfortably. M is for mortgage. How much do I have left to pay off my mortgage? How many years do I have to pay off my mortgage? What's the value of the house, right? What's the value of the mortgage bill? How much is the mortgage bill I have to pay off, right? That's another debt that needs insurable coverage as well. Education. We want our kids to go to college, grandkids, our step kids or foster kids. Whichever the case is, you're going to estimate how much education do I have to, or how much money do I have to pay for their education, to pay for tuition, right? Or to pay for school books. So getting the DIME, getting all of the numbers put together, right? Then you'll say, okay, this is the sum total of what I would need to have to cover this whole amount based on your insurability needs. Number 6, retirement planning, assessing your current retirement savings and future needs. Set up a contribution plan to retirement accounts to ensure that you can maintain your desired lifestyle also in retirement as well. Retirement is coming. Whether you like it or not, it's moving closer. You cannot stop it. You cannot pause it because time is a forward impulse. All right, 7 and 8, we're almost finished here. Tax planning and also estate planning. Number 7, tax planning. Understand how your financial decisions impact your taxes. Consider strategies to minimize your tax liabilities and maximize potential refunds. Number 8, that is estate planning. Okay, establish wills, establish trusts, and power of attorney to ensure your assets are distributed according to your wishes and your loved ones are taken care of. To avoid any conflict, to avoid any family feuds or anything like that, having a will in place, having a trust in place, having a power and attorney in place with your letter of instructions, that's called the LOI. Having those things in place will ensure that what you have goes directly to where you want it to be. So that way it's already written, it's already been said, that everybody can get along. So that's how that works. And those are all the different 8 steps of creating a financial plan. Number 1, budgeting creation. 2, debt management. 3, emergency funds. 4, investment planning. 5, insurance review. 6, retirement planning. 7, tax planning. 8 is estate planning. And so those are all of your bases here that will help cover all of your entire financial plan household, right? Choosing DIY or professional guidance. Choosing DIY, that's do it yourself, or professional guidance. Now, this is where you decide whether to create your financial plan independently or with the assistance of a licensed financial planner. So while it's entirely possible to develop a plan on your own, working with a financial planner can help ensure that your plan is comprehensive and it covers all of your essential needs as well. Kind of gives you an overall view, and just to make sure that you're on the right path. And so there's nothing wrong with crying out for help and also getting the support you need. Either way it goes, as long as you know where your finances are going to meet your goals. All right. Also, establishing an emergency cash reserve. All right, I know we talked about this before. That's a huge thing. Things come up. We don't plan for trouble. We don't plan for unforeseen circumstances. We don't wake up the day and says, hey, I'm looking forward to some pain and agony. I'm looking forward to some unforeseen circumstances. No, these things, they happen unexpectedly. But to have a emergency cash reserve, it would allow you to be able to have a cushion to borrow from or to take from just in case things do come up. And so by having an emergency cash reserves, it allows you to allocate a portion of your cash flow to gradually build an emergency fund in a readily accessible account. And it aims to save enough to cover at least 6 months worth of expenses. You want at least minimum 3 months to a maximum of 6 months. So that way you can be able to still maintain your cost of living, still be able to maintain your household and live comfortably. And ideally it extends to 12 months. Some may say 12 months. You know, we say max 6 months. It could be even an even higher maximum of 12 months or that year. But it's able to safeguard against periods of income loss resulting in unforeseen circumstances. So you all, I always highly encourage you all to have an emergency stash, have an emergency savings, something that you can store away for yourself, so that way you have a cushion to fall back on, so that way you can take care of your unforeseen circumstances. I want to take this moment to once again thank you all for joining. I want to thank Mr. McCowan for allowing me to be a part of WeCARE's program with the Financial Literacy Summit here. It has been a joy. It's been a delight to be able to just educate you all, to make sure that you are all on the right track. This is how we do it. And here are some of the ways to get in contact with us. You can follow us on some of the several sites here. We're on social media through Instagram, Facebook, YouTube at Will Way CEC. You can always go to the website, www.willandwaycec.org, or you can send us an email. You can send it to our general email, that's contact@willandwaycec.org as well. All right. And so this is our literacy, financial literacy program. And if you want to learn more, you can always go to WeCare's program. You can always visit WeServeVA at WeServeVA, www.weserve.org as well. And they have a series of great financial literacy programs we were able to cover. And even with some of the classes with the bullet points you see here that we've had, we talked about the 4%, 6%, and 8% rule, budgeting and money management, and also financial planning, as we talk about this segment on today. So once again, it's been a pleasure to be in assistance to you all as well. All right. We also want to hear from you. We love to hear your feedback. Definitely take the survey. It takes only 2 minutes to come and to check us out and to leave your feedback. What can we do to better serve with better precision, whichever the case may be? We just want to hear back from you for sure. Come visit us at any time. All right. But once again, you all, it's been a joy. It's been a pleasure to being a part of this program. Thank you again, Mr. McCowan, and y'all have a wonderful day.